Longtime Batman voice actor Kevin Conroy has died at the age of 66 after a short battle with cancer. Mr. Conroy defined the Dark Knight's character for generations, starting with the 1992 animated series. He went on to portray the role for over 30 years across 60 productions spanning 15 films, 400 television episodes and video games. Mark Hamill, who portrayed the voice of the Joker in the early series, was among the first to pay tribute to the collaborator, saying, "Kevin was perfection. He was one of my favourite people on the planet and I loved him like a brother. He truly cared for the people around him. His decency shone through everything he did. Every time I saw him or spoke with him, my spirits were elevated."
Well, I had no idea. You know, I'm an actor. I studied at Juilliard. I did Broadway, off-Broadway, did a lot of classics, Shakespeare. And I had no way of knowing this is where my career was going to go. It was an audition. I auditioned for a job. And that was 27 years ago. And it led to this character that just went on and on and on. So it was just a really, really lucky break. But one that I studied hard for and had worked hard for. That's why I feel so lucky to have started. I mean, this is the first animated role I ever auditioned for. I got the brass ring. You know, it's the most, everyone says, what other superhero would you want to play? And I said, are you kidding? What other superhero is there? I got the best one. I started with the best one. He's so complicated. There's so much meat to bite into.
Who sent you? Hugo Strange.
And when they described the character to me, they said, you know, what do you know about Batman? I said, well, I know the Adam West show from the 60s.
Anything's better than facing prison again.
I'll do everything I can to rehabilitate you.
Marry me.
Everything except that. A wife, no matter how beauteous or affectionate, would severely impair my crime fighting.
And Bruce Timm, the producer, said, no, that's not what we're doing. We love Adam, but that's not what we're doing. This is, you know, dark, and they told me the film noir and tragic character, the parents murdered. I didn't know any of this stuff. So they really brought me up to speed, and they were describing it, and I said, well, you're describing a real Hamlet-like character. This is a tragic, classic, tragic hero.
I couldn't save her, Alfred.
I don't think she wanted to be saved, sir. Vengeance blackens the soul, Bruce. I always feared you would become that which you fought against. You walk the edge of that abyss every night. But you haven't fallen in, and I thank heaven for that.
He's just an ordinary person. But what he has is a super amount of passion and a super sense of right and wrong, morality. And so he's just an average guy with $1 billion who transforms himself into this champion of pure good. There's nothing in it for him. He gets nothing out of this except the knowledge that he's healing the world. Let's face it, Batman is complicated, he's got issues, he's dark, he's got problems, and he overcomes them all, which is what people love about him. I often say life throws nothing but curveballs. You know, no matter what you do to prepare for life, it's going to throw a curveball. You're going to constantly be switching from this to that, and if you let it, it can make you bitter. It can make you angry. It can make you hostile. Bruce Wayne doesn't allow that to happen. Life throws him this huge curveball as a child, and he takes it and he turns it into something good.
You keep thinking, if only I'd done something differently. If only I could have warned them. But there isn't anything you could have done. There isn't anything either of us could have done.
Your mom and dad? Does the hurt ever go away?
I wish I could say yes. But it will get better in time. For you. That I promise.
So many of the lines that I loved most are the ones that reveal the soul of Batman.
I told you I can help you with your legal costs. Maybe even put in a good word with the judge. Yes, but what do you get out of it?
Well, there is something you can do for me.
I knew it. I knew there'd be a catch. Sorry, Mr. Wayne. Matthew thought is no longer for sale.
Because he's such a dark character, and it's all about the pain that resides in him.
I'm not looking for any illegal favors.
What then?
Something you know. Something only you can give me. Tell me about my father.
So, like, I think the best Batman movie of all of them, the live action and the animated, is Mask of the Phantasm, which was the first animated Batman movie, because it shows the whole arc of the development of the character. And you see what happened to him as a child. And then he has this scene at his parents' grave where he's begging with them to release him from his vow.
I don't want to let you down, honest, but it just doesn't hurt so bad anymore. You can understand that, can't you? Look, I can give money to the city, they can hire more cops, let someone else take the risk, but it's different now.
And he's breaking down. And that scene, I loved that scene, and I loved playing it, and I was really proud of it, because you have to show the humanity of the man.
Please, I need it to be different now. I know I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy.
Because he's fallen in love for the first time in his life with Andrea Beaumont, and he didn't think he'd ever be able to love.
Please, tell me that it's okay.
Maybe they already have. Maybe they sent me.
Those moments where it shows his humanity and the struggle within him are the lines that I've had the most fun with. And that's why audiences love him so much. People relate to him because everyone has had dark nights of the soul. We all do.
Oh my God.
People with the most charmed lives have had dark periods. So everyone relates to the darkness that Bruce Wayne goes through.
I don't know if you can hear me, Jim. I'm sorry. I should have been there.
You can't be everywhere.
I let him down.
You're being too hard on yourself.
He's a friend. More than a friend. Jim Gordon's the same age my father would have been if he hadn't. Now he's hanging by a thread. If I'd gotten there 5 minutes sooner.
You're only human. You do all one man can do. More than any man's expected to do.
When all is said and done, how much good have I accomplished? They sell t-shirts of me. I've become a cliché. More good for the tourist trade than the streets.
This city would fall apart without you.
Maybe. Maybe not. When you look too long into the abyss looks back through you. Maybe it's time for Batman to return to the night that spawned him, before anyone else gets hurt.
And what they admire about him is his ability to overcome it and to turn it into something good.
Gotta keep fighting, never stop. What I try to live by. Maybe if I'd been younger, could have been like you. Always wanted to be a hero.
You are a hero, Jim.
And I think that makes him the most incredible character for me to play and for audiences to enjoy.
The city's overrun. We don't stand a chance. What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
I chose this life. I used the night. I became the night. Sooner or later, I'll go down. It might be the Joker, or Two-Face, or just some punk who gets lucky. My decision. No regrets.
Some things you can't do alone, Bruce.
And some things you have to.
I will see you again, right?
No one will. Gotham needs something more, something worse to defend her. She needs a new myth, a legend more powerful than I can be right now. A legend that can only rise from the ashes of the Batman. Look after him, Jim. Look after them all. You've been a good friend. The best I could ask for. You were there at the beginning. And now, you get to see how it ends.
Because sometimes the truth isn't good enough. Sometimes people deserve more. Sometimes people deserve to have their faith rewarded. I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be. And if it has to end, at least I go out like this, being Batman.